Hi there, it's Pegs, your crypto gal today. We'll get to commodities a little later on. It's Monday, October the 16th, 2023. Yes, what a wild market is normal of what we're having, but hold your barrels there before you jump off the bridge, as I like to say. So with it being acclaimed, several messages that I got over the weekend, which I always ask you guys, follow me on YouTube, click the bell, comment, say anything that you want, send me a direct message, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram. I am here for your every need of following you on what you want to hear from. Now, there's so many things that we can be out there talking about, but one thing that we have to realize is we are in a global economy, and it's what is the best of interest that people seek. So this is what I do. I'm not your financial advisor, and I damn well don't want to be, as well as I don't want you to be mine. However, having a communication with people and just making them alert as to what's out there other than just listening to what governments have to say is very important to me. So what was reached out upon to me is Peggy suggesting what we're seeing in the cryptocurrency market. Talk to us again about Ethereum, my all-time to go to long-term and my absolute favorite from day one, and Bitcoin. Now, it's not like it's the damn Super Bowl where they're battling it out, or the Rugby World Cup as to what I'm watching right now. Go Kiwis. But what it is that what is the measurement? What is the investment? Talk to me about the explanation, because so many people are just not alert to, and you say the word crypto and they're like, oh God, it's like freaking COVID. Don't be scared. You're just reaching out. It's another source of a platform where you can be invested. I'm all about investing. I invest my time with you guys right now. That is an investment because it's what I want to do. Okay. This is why it's super important for you to be able to do your research, and do it on your own if you want to. And hey, listen, I'm the first to say, you can ask my friends that are spending the weekend with me this weekend, please share your opinion with me. I can't tell you how much I value that. Okay, so let's get started. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Honey, there is no comparison on those two. If you're not invested in both, I highly suggest you do your research and you send me a note to my direct email that is listed on my YouTube and tell me why in the heck, as we say in Texas, that you are not in both. Okay. I, as you guys know, especially when I was with One Global Money, was very, very stricken on the hoarding of Ethereum. It is a long time hoarding investment. As back in COVID dates, I would shift of 2023 that we're in a change in the life that Ethereum would overcome Bitcoin. But we are now in 2023 and that did not happen. However, I'm going to show you in the charts of what the measurement is and why I still feel like this is something that is a necessity to be able to shown for, and what can be valued with both. So let's just reach right over there and get started in on what we're looking at in the market shares of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, this is Bitcoin. Okay, now let's just take a look at it. And of course, you guys, I'm on Coin Market Cap, one of my favorites to do, only because they are so freaking detailed in any kinds of markets. So you can do even community lines with it, what the different exchanges are out there in crypto, what the cryptocurrencies are, but we're focusing on these two today. So what I want to share with you is we're one day. Here's what our value line is of what we're showing right now. We're in that 28.19 changeover. Are we up? Yeah, in this one day of value market, we're 4.54% of a change. You can see where we came up from a peak at 29,000 back in the middle of October, which our exchange rates are showing with this for a volume in 24 hours to $15.50 billion. And what our strategies are in our alignment of focusing on of what we have right now with Bitcoin and its changeover 28.19K. Now, is this a bad deal? No. Let me pop this up just a little bit more so you can see. Here's the 15th coming out of it on October the 15th at 27, going into it early in the wee hours of the morning. Now, mind you, I'm on AST time over here in the Caribbean. This is looking at it as the values looking at it at 27. and boom shakalaka as we come into Monday morning of waking up this morning and doing its curve lines. There are so many short-term people, in my opinion, that get in Bitcoin, and this is creations of fluctuations in this market because they cannot hang. To me, and this is just any investment, I don't move a lot whenever I'm in term. Oh my God, I got a short sell. I've got to get out. I got to get out. Okay, that's fine if you got to get out. But when is the next value of timeline for you to get back in? Why didn't you just stay in? And you always have that one person that says, I wish I would have. Well, I'm that person. I wish you would have, because it shows the better value line for you. Now you see green for our Bitcoin, right? Now let's just compare this with our wonderful, lovely Ethereum. Boom. Okay. Now, when you look at this, they're overlaid. Okay, let me step back a little bit. They're overlaid in each other. I'm 1 day of value. In my eyes, of the way I look at something from this chart right now, what I'm seeing, I see value in Ethereum and ETH. Okay. The power of Ether is something that is defined. It's needed, especially when we are questioning different economy sources globally. So this to me shows me that Ethereum is really not anywhere any different, even though one is more than the other, right? Coming into it of its different value lines. I get it. 1624 popping in this morning at let's see, 9:30 this morning. Now, mind you, that's AST time. And then by the time everybody starts getting up, now here we are going into it and looking at it in a different value line. Here's our Bitcoin in the blue, and here's our Ethereum in the red. Okay, so we dropped down. We went to the negative source. This is that brotherly, sisterly love sometimes, in my opinion, where one fights with the other. What is your balance going to be? That's why I always like to say, what is your long-term hold? Because I think that is just super, super important. Now, here's a take line after showing you guys the chart, and that's just a 1 day hold. Is it better to hold Ethereum or is it better to hold Bitcoin? Well, that's your call. That's your choice. Despite recent volatility in the crypto markets, Bitcoin, the BTC, down the 0.01%, and the ETH of Ethereum, 0.07% up, remains to be the best performing large market crypto caps. For the year, Bitcoin is now up 65% of 2023, while the ETH of Ether is up only 40%. Overall, based on recent performance, Bitcoin would seem to be the obvious better buy. But I just showed you longevity term of the two overlaid. When you put Ethereum on top of Bitcoin, she still holds strong, right? So to me, Ethereum holds a stronger benefit of a long-term investment because those in that platform of unity of Ether can see what it does. Now, those of you who are new to crypto, or those of you who are just joining me and a little skeptical and things, I like to talk about cons and pros. I'm always a person that says I'll never judge you. There's two sides to every story. Cons for using Ether of ETH. The network can be very slow, especially when dealing with smart contracts or ICOs. The price of Ether is volatile, which allows its users to make a lot of money if they know how to trade it properly. But that also means that you could lose a lot depending on what you do with it. Now, there is increasingly a large number of ICOs, and thus there's a risk the value of ETH that will drop if all these newly issued tokens get listed on different exchanges. So be very careful. Now, that's the con. Okay. Now let's look at the pro of this. Okay. Now please expand your mindset of what you're looking at for what this value is. Okay. A user can get access to a wide range of the dApps on the Ethereum network. Ethereum is a pioneer in the smart contracts and has been running its network for a long time. Okay. So there are many successful projects that are out there of the new ICOs being launched, and every day on the network, Ether has been very promising for the future and a large and dedicated developer to the community that it backs into. Now, if you're looking to invest in a cryptocurrency, like I said earlier, be it Ethereum, ETH, or another coin of your choice, okay, that is definitely your choice. You should consider Ether as a long-term investment. This is one of the most valuable coins that have been developed so far and has many years of potential left in them carrying forward. Globally, people, globally, you got to open up your mindset. Okay. You just don't stick to the stocks in the US, surely. Surely you venture out and figure out how you can make money in other stocks as well. Let's be smart. We were born with a brain. Excuse me for that. I almost made myself my own idiot. Ether might lose their value in the short term, which is what I said. If you're in it for the short term, stay with those flippy flops in freaking Bitcoin. But if they have all the chances to become worth double or even triple in the future, it will. Now, you ask me, what the hell is ETH? Ether is the second largest popular cryptocurrency that is used to pay for services and transactions on the Ethereum platform. ETH is also used to create new coins or tokens, which are then sold in ICOs. It was first proposed by Vitalik Buterin just a few years back. Ethereum, ETH, has managed to gain popularity quickly because of its amazing benefits. Now, I ask you, if you had something that you could pay less for to give you faster, better secured services in their transactions of spending money, sharing money, transferring money, would you not invest in that? Just a question of my source there, but you can take it for what it's worth. I'm just a crypto gal voicing out my opinion. Now, breaking this down a little bit further for those of you that are new, because I'm always about the newbie. What is a DApp? Decentralized applications. DApps. We all know what an app is. Surely you do. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody downloads apps. Okay, so what are decentralized applications, which are the DApps? These are software programs that run on a blockchain. We talked about this the other day, or a peer-to-peer, P2P network of computers instead of on a single computer. Okay, so are thus outside of purview and control of a single authority. So if you had multiple businesses, right, and you needed one business to communicate and overlay and talk to another business, this is a great example of what Ether can do for that communication, because you're going to get the better benefit for those two to communicate instead of, oh, I need to get my car and I got to drive 15,000 miles to get to my other business, right? So this is something that's not new. I mean, we've been using computers for many, many years. And this is why I say, don't be scared of what's out there, right? Historically known, blockchain. Okay. Now, what are smart contracts? A smart contract is an agreement between two people or entities in the form of a computer code program to execute automatically. So if I go to the bank, like we used to have to do, and I talk to my banker, right, and I'm discussing something with him, now we've even graduated where I can literally send a message. Even if I'm here in Dominican Republic, I can get on my WhatsApp and discuss with what I want. Okay, this is considered as a smart contract because I'm communicating with someone in regards to what my need is. Okay, this idea was proposed back in the 1990s by Zvado. And this is a pioneer of modern computer science who defined them as a set of virtual promises associated with protocols to enforce them or to simplify businesses and trades between both anonymous and identified parties, sometimes without the need of a middleman. Who here can say that they honestly like third-party people? I don't. A smart contract scales down on formality and costs associated with traditional methods without compromising on authenticity and credibility. Now, smart contracts on ETH. These are useful for audits and tracking. Since Ethereum smart contracts on a public blockchain, anyone can instantly track an asset transfer and other related information. For example, you can check to see that someone sent money to your address, kind of like, oh, hey, Venmo me, right? That supposedly has a secured site for no one to be able to see. Well, you have to sign in, you have to put in a security code. Some now have the 2S factor. Whereas with this, if you are set up with the Ethereum side of it, and I made an exchange from one Ethereum person to another, there's my contact. I want to track it. I can literally do this, and no one is going to see this by a third party to see what I have agreed upon with this other person. Smart contracts in the Ethereum do not need brokers or other intermediaries to confirm any agreement. Thus, they eliminate the risk of manipulation by that third party that we usually see and have to monopolize on. Now, Ethereum Bitcoin stares at similar sell-off risk in 2023. Excuse me, after losing its 200-week EMA as support. In this case, the next downside target looks to be around 0.5 fib line near 0.051 Bitcoin in 2023. This would be down about 9.5%, excuse me, from current price levels. Significantly high chances in volume conversely. Now, Ethereum price may rebound towards its 50-week EMA, the red wave, near 0.065 Bitcoin if it reclaims the 200-week EMA as support. Now, I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm going to be able to share this with you guys and some of the research where I found this. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Let me take a little sip of water. Sometimes we just need to rehydrate. But with this being said, I want it to be notable to you guys that this is not a chance or a making. It's not a comparison. It's not a value market. It's what's important to you. I feel this is a source line of what you can do to better for your investment. So that's all I'm sharing with you. Again, do your own read and research. Don't always just use the internet as your own sourcing tool either. There are several different communities out there that makes it very opinionated to not just be able to direct you in a different diversion skeptical, but to make sure you understand the value. And if it's one thing I can honestly tell you guys, I am the first to stand in line and ask a million questions in regards to, hey, I don't understand what this is. Can you share it with me? And there is no discrepancy on that when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm your crypto gal. Please check my box on my YouTube videos. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Telegram, follow me on Instagram, and I will be back at you with the next conversation in regards to cryptocurrency. You guys have a grand day and talk to you soon.